Hello, friends and family. Friends, patients, family, everybody. This is Dr. Garita talking to you again from San Jose, from a beautiful afternoon, one of the first rainy afternoons we've got this year. It smells fresh, just rained, so the soil, it has that very special smell of a new beginning, like that special smell that gives you confidence that things will grow back again and things are getting back to normal. Thanks for watching today. We'll try to have a nice conversation here for a little while, maybe answer some of your questions and concerns. And I like to explain some of the things that we have been doing these past weeks in respect to the coronavirus and how are we handling it in our office and with our personnel. We've made quite a few changes that we will go over with, quite a few investments as well, because like I told you before, it's very important for us, your health and our health, so that we can work together in a safe way, and we can get your dental work accomplished like we have always had. All right. In regards to the virus, what do we got new? Well, I would say not much. Numbers in Costa Rica have been falling pretty much. Today we had, I think, 713 contaminated patients. Recovered, we have like 350. New patients today was 8 new patients today. It's almost nothing. And we're quite happy with the results. And we're quite happy with what the government, the Ministry of Health, has organized. And I think it's been giving pretty good results. We're following his protocols, as well as in the office, we're also following the ADA and FDA strict COVID-19 protocols in order to keep everybody safe. Have a couple of people here with me, Jim Close and Jennifer Kessler. Hello, guys. It's a pleasure to have you here on this rainy afternoon with a little bit of conversation. Today we're going to make the program a little bit different, and we're going to have a couple of phone calls that I wanted to connect with you guys in regards to that. These are very good old patients of ours that have been around with us for quite a long while. I think it's more than 10 years. And they will tell you in a short phone call that I had with them during this week, why did they decided to reach out to dental tourism? Why did they agree that their solution to the dental needs was dental tourism? And why did they choose Mario Garita's dental practice, dental experience, dental practice, which is very interesting because why us? There are so many dental offices in Costa Rica providing services, but I can tell you none have our capabilities. None are as organized as we are. None have the experience that we have obtained over 30 years of practice and trying to do our best with every one of our patients, trying to keep them smiling, not only leave them up the door smiling. No, that's easy. It's to maintain their smile for a long period of time, a healthy, natural smile for a long period of time. Like I told you before, not all patients are candidates for dental tourism. They have to have a thought process. They have to be well identified in order to understand what it's involved in dental tourism, the traveling, the lodging here, the experience of being somewhere else and having taken care of an office that's not close to your home. But it's an office, that's what I want to say. It's an office that we are used to doing this. We take care of our patients' dental health, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in a very successful way. So based on that, before getting into that department, what else would I wanted to say about the virus that just keeps our attention? Our borders are closed until May 15th, I think it is. Is it? Yes, until May 15th. I hope that the borders will be open by then so that the flights can start coming in. Today, I was very happy with an advertisement that I got, or not an advertisement, with an email that I got from American Airlines saying that they are starting operations around that time, as well as United and Delta, and that they are making great efforts in order to have all the personnel and the aircraft very clean so that people can travel safely. That caught my attention. Started reading more. It says that they will give a wipes, sterilization wipes, so that people can clean their area and feel safer. They're gonna give alcohol and gel. They're gonna give face masks to those people who don't have it, and they are not planning to fill up the whole aircraft like we used to do before, so that there is more space. All flight attendants will wear face masks, and the aircraft will be completely wiped down once it reaches its destination and before the next flight is ready to leave. Even the cockpit and everything inside the area, seats, it's going to be well cleaned. It seems to be that it's going to be even cleaner than if we go to the supermarket back at home. So it seems to be pretty safe. What they are saying, that everything is going to be pretty much accordingly to the new standards that the COVID-19 it's throwing our way. They were also saying about the airports, about the counters, how they were going to increase the number of people cleaning doorknobs, doors, countertops, luggages, everything, in terms so that everything gets handled in the best way possible. Anyway, we're going to have to see how everything starts up once the engine starts to run. All right, and that's what I have in terms of the virus. There's really nothing else. Just waiting on it. We're getting desperate here, but that's what we have to do. We have to be patient. We have to take a time, do things right. Just be prepared so that when everything comes back and running, we know what we have to do. We know how to take care of you, and we know how to do things right. You know, during these days, we've been running out an advertisement that I guess most of you have received it, in which we are running a campaign that's called SOS Pura Vida, in which we are offering 20% discount for 4 months. And it's had a very nice response, of course, now from the Costa Rican people, because they're here and it's easy to get to our office, but also from foreign people from the U.S. and Canada, saying that they are just waiting for flights to start flying and to borders to open so that they can come in and get their teeth taken care of, to get their smile back, enjoy life in the best way possible. Smile at life every morning when we wake up. When we see at the mirror, we see our faces and we went, that's the smile that I like. I like to see myself smiling that way. And people forget about that, and they tend to leave it behind, but it's a very important part of our lives, our oral health and our mental health. It comes from what we feel, what we see of ourselves. So let's not forget about that. And if we have the possibility of looking for a dentist back home to take care of your dental work, go do it. Just look, that it's something that somebody that's responsible and that's working good on your health, taking care of all the things that have to be taken care of so that you don't get contaminated. Or come to us. We will gladly help you with that. We will evaluate your case in a very personal way, and we will give you our best recommendation possible. So, talking about that promotion, it's been going around pretty good. We've had very nice response from all the doctors that work with us. They all want to put a little piece into it, and they have made a big effort in order to cut down on their earnings and be able to give the 20% discount that we have been offering. Also, our lab technicians, our dental providers, our dental implant suppliers, bone graft suppliers, membranes, everything. Everybody's chipping in a little bit, and that's the nice thing about that. We built a very beautiful chain of humanitarian help, just to get things up and running as fast as possible, but also as safe as possible. We don't want to just get people in just because we want a lot of people. We want to do it safely. We want to work on our patients. Right now, we're spreading the appointments of every patient about an hour between each one so that we have enough time to clean things up. We just bought an equipment that's called the Halo Fogger. And that Halo Fogger, it's one of the most recommended equipments across the globe to disinfect any closed areas. They're gonna be using it in aircrafts. They're gonna be using it to sterilize rental cars. They're gonna be using it in dental offices. They're gonna be using it in office spaces, in all over, in places where the robot can be taken in, and it has a 6-digit sterilization capacity. What does that mean? It means that it's going to sterilize the ambience completely. It's a vaporizing machine that what it does, it sprays out a micron-sized droplets of peroxide and nanoparticles of silver that kills every single germ in the air or any surface that you can imagine. They recommend leave computers open, doors of the drawers open, everything pretty much opened up so that all the vapor gets into all the places and sterilizes everything thoroughly. At the beginning, we're going to start using that once a day at the end of the day at around 3, 4, 5 o'clock, so that we have a completely sterilized office by the next morning. It's quite fast. It takes like half an hour, something like that. We're going to sterilize all the cubicles, the surgical suite. We're going to sterilize the waiting room, the administrative area, the office space, everything. So that the next morning when everybody comes in, everything is completely clean. So you feel confident with that. Besides that, the administration part, which is my wife, but that's mainly involved in that, she has found a way of cleaning everybody's shoes when they arrive to the office. They have like a special mat with some liquids, which I don't know what they are. They will clean them up. Then we have little boots for every patient. We are not going to have more than 3 or 4 patients in the waiting room at the same time. We're going to put some hats. We're going to put a face mask on them, and until they are moved into the chair. That time, of course, the face mask needs to be removed so that we can look at your teeth and do the work we have to do. But all those things are some of the effort that we have been implementing in the office, and I think it's gonna be real safe for everybody in order to get this COVID off our minds and up and running in a normal fashion. The next thing I wanted to go through is about the confidence that people need to have in order to move now after this COVID-19 situation, which is not over yet. We're still running it, but people need to have some confidence in this. I think it's pretty controlled now, but we have to be careful with how we proceed. I know it's scary to go out of your house, and in some states it's open so that you can move around freely. There are others that are still closed down, and you should follow your local government's indications. But for those who start to have the feeling that it's time to move, we are ready for you guys. As soon as borders are open, we will gladly are here to help you and to get your spa up and running. So that's what we're doing here. Let's see. Robert Burry say, hello, Robert. Thank you for writing here today. I'm sure you will be scheduling shortly. As soon as borders are open, we'll gladly see you guys here. Same as Francesca Montenegro. Place to see you. Happy to see you. And last week and this week, we've had some patients come in, local ones, taking advantage of the SOS Pura Vida. And we did some implants on them, and we've been doing some crowns, some porcelain veneers here and there. So the office, it's starting to move a little, which makes us happy. Of course. It's still a difficult time because we need to get people to have the trust in order to move from their homes, in order to go to the office, and they're afraid if everything is going to be good, or if there's going to be any contamination and things like that. We've been practicing our drill pretty much. All our office staff has been practicing according to our new standards of treatment. And I can tell you, we pretty much have it. we pretty much have it. Like I told you about that, a Hello Fogger, that's going to give us a great peace of mind. That arrives our office, I think tomorrow at noontime. And so we'll start with that probably for next week. You'll be able to experience the whole sterilization of the complete office using that new equipment. Hey, Alexia. Hello, Dr. Garita. I was wondering how does the SOS Pura Vida works? Thank you for your question, Alexia. SOS Pura Vida, it's an effort created by a group of professionals that are associated in the chain of providing dentistry in our office. So by activating the code SOS Pura Vida, you're able to come into the office and have a 20% discount over any of our services. I say any of our services. This is same quality we have always provided, but you'll have 20% savings. This will help you with your dental needs, and it will help reactivate the dental economy in the country, because everything is pretty much slowed down. You can imagine how the labs are, how the providers are, how all the doctors are not almost working. But by doing that, we've been able to start the ball rolling. And that's what it's all about. Robert's asking me again, is Costa Rica open for flights from the USA now? No. It's not open yet. Borders are open in May 15th, and hopefully they will give the order that they will stay open at that time. According to what I saw from the airlines, American, United, and Delta are going to be starting to fly around those dates directly to Costa Rica from their hub offices, which is Miami, Atlanta, and Houston. So we'll know more when the time comes. That's part of the reason we're doing this type of conversation, coffee time type of things, just to keep you guys informed of how the situation is going here in Costa Rica, and when are we going to be completely ready to get you guys up and running. Anyway, let's get a little bit into the idea that I had in regards to what I wanted to talk to you today, which is the trust that a person should have in order to commit to having a dental tourism, which is dentistry away from your home. Dentistry where you can get high quality at a fair price. And we're talking about 60 to 70% savings from some states. So I wanted to give you a feel of a great friend and patient of mine, which it's going to be, I'm going to put the call now in a little bit. It's going to help me with that. We're going to start with Jim. Jim Close. He's a great patient of mine. We've been friends for quite a while. He's located in northern Florida, and I want you guys to hear it. So let's see if it comes out nice. Go ahead, please. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Dr. Garita. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Great to hear from you. I'm calling here just to talk to you for a little while. Thank you that you can answer.
Nice to hear from you as well.
Yeah, we wanted to get your impression about dentistry in Costa Rica, about the dental tourism. Can you talk to us about it?
Absolutely, happy to do so.
Go ahead.
Some time ago, I needed a fair amount of dental work done, probably for at least a couple of years before I saw you. And I come from Massachusetts originally, Cape Cod, and I had seen a couple of dentists there, people who would do some reconstruction on my lower mouth, lower jaw, and they were all up around a very, very healthy sum of money. And when I moved down here in Florida, I live now in Northeast Florida, an area called Fernandina Beach, Amelia Island, pretty far northeast in Florida. And when I moved here, I went to see another couple of dentists who I needed the same amount of work done. And they were very, very high as well. Before I got here, I started researching not only Costa Rica, but also Mexico, to find a dental clinic that could do the work I wanted to do, more reasonably priced. And all the research led me to Garita Dental Clinic. A lot of people that I had talked with, you gave me the list of names of people I could call. I called 12 or 13 patients that you had seen over the last maybe year or two, and they all gave you glowing marks for the work that you did. Your staff, your assistants, everybody they were.
See, he was talking there. He had a very interesting point. He didn't just opened up and understood how it works and just moved in. He started researching. He started looking to see where could he find information in order to where to go. He asked for referrals. We gave him referrals. You asked for pictures before and after. We give you pictures. We've been around for 30 years. We have all the information you can see in order to make your best decision of where do you want to go. There are many excellent offices and professionals here in Costa Rica. There are some of them they have experience, but we have all the experience and the knowledge that we have it in our hand in order to help you. You know, it's very interesting to understand every patient's approach. This is why I wanted to put him on the line first. Let's finish up his call.
Just fantastic. So I decided I would go to Costa Rica. All of my friends said to me, don't go, too dangerous, et cetera, et cetera. The only one that was really on my side was my wife. She said, yes, go ahead and get it done. I know you better than anybody else. My daughter actually, who does speak Spanish as well, suggested I go, but she would have preferred to go with me. She was unable at the time. So that's how I arrived at the Garita Dental Clinic, and I gave the okay, and Francesca and Lindsay said, we set up the appointment for you. I took a plane from Jacksonville to Costa Rica, San Jose, and it was an okay flight. And you did the work for me like in one day, and in 2 days, I had an artificial set of teeth, which I was told were a high-grade plastic, so be careful with them. And I was. And I went back about 6 months later and got the final set, which has been fantastic. I couldn't be more pleased. At better than a 50% savings over having the work done here in the United States.
See, quality and savings. That's what it's all around. That's what it's all about. If you have the money, you can pay it whatever they charge you in Boston or in New York or in North Carolina or wherever you live. You stay there. It's more comfortable to just walk down the street and have the work done. But if you want to save 50, 60, even 70%, that's where we are. That's the possibility that we're opening up to you. And we have been opening up for a long period of time. Quality, it's not the issue. We have the quality. We have the lab. We have the manpower. All of our staff, it's completely professional, and they're all specialized in different universities all across the United States. So it's a matter of trust. It's a matter of not feeling happy with what you have now and wanting to move forward. We have even third-party financial available that has been working very nice. A lot of people has been taking care of that, have been using that, and it's been working very nicely. This is something that we came up about since a year ago, I think it was. But it has been helping a lot. Let's see what else this Jim has to do at the final of his call.
Wonderful, Jim. So that seems to be the story of the patients that we used to get here. You know, people who need high quality dentistry at a fair price. Now, what's your input about this virus we are experiencing? What do you think? How will things clear up?
Well, you're asking someone who has no experience in the science of this virus, but we are told that it is in a decline. It has peaked and it is a decline. Some cities are not quite there. Some cities are beyond that point. Here in Florida, we're probably halfway. But in my area of the country, which is Nassau County, which is in the northeast Florida, the incidences are quite low, and they're starting to drop. I think there's only been one death in our county. Not that one death isn't important, but it's a lot better than what's going on in the rest of the United States. It's a terrible tragedy, and we are told by our president, who I admire greatly, President Trump, he's saying, and his science is saying, that probably another couple of months we should be fairly clear. The peak should be declined, the curve they call it, had to be almost flattened out in the next month or two.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's what we all think. I think once Costa Rica opens borders, which is by mid-May, and the flights start coming in, people will start to feel more comfortable in order to fly in. We're thinking of a new...
That was Jim's story. It's pretty interesting. It goes back to the same thing I have been telling you. Say hello to Burrell Divine. Thank you very much for your comments. He says, hands down, the most professional staff, cleanest, most sanitized dental office I have ever been to. Wow. Thank you. That makes us feel very happy on it. And the quality of the work is significantly better than anything I had done in the States. Shannon Duncan. Hello, Shannon. My husband had got his all-in-4s done in March, and we couldn't be happier. Costa Rica is beautiful, safe, friendly. Dr. Garita's office was beautiful, clean, and professional. We would recommend to anyone and everyone. I am not the one saying it. It's right there. It's in the internet. These are patients and that becomes friends, and those friends keep on referring people and more and more and more and more. Robert Burris, great, thanks. I have total confidence with you and your staff. I have been around the large implant providers in the U.S. for years, and even with these relationships, my wife Claudette and I still come to your office. Wow, didn't know that part, Robert. The prices are fair, but more importantly, your skills and the sterile process in your office give us more confidence than we had here in Texas. I said, prices are fair. They are not cheap because we don't use cheap. We use only Nova BioCare implants or Zimmer dental implants. Only. Those are the best implants in the world. We don't cut corners in order to give you cheap results. We're looking for long-term results. We want to see you smile for a long, long period of time. Like Judy Miller, she was a patient. She's a patient of mine. Haven't seen her in a long while. It says, I was your patient 17 years ago and still love my smile. Hope you're all well. Judy, same to you. Thank you very much for your comments. Feel very happy to see that and that you're still smiling proudly with my teeth. Well, they're not mine. They are yours now, of course. Jennifer Kessler, I got the all-in-4s. My upper teeth got back in April 2019. It's been life-changing, and that's just with the temporary teeth. I was planning on coming for my second part of the permanent teeth, the first part of May, but COVID hit us all. I've been terrified. I know it's terrifying. We gotta wait. You'll see. Everything will come back. You see, one is opening more. Oh, terrified of dentists my entire life, and I have been the first dentist I felt completely comfortable with, and thank you and hope I'll get there as soon as I can for this second part of the trip. I'm sure you will get back here, and we will treat you with the best in the best possible way in order to keep you safe from any type of infectious disease, like we've always done our best. But this, it's very important for us. We need people to trust, to start trusting in flying and moving around. And that's going to take a little time. We promise we will be here. Nina Petrisky says, hi. Hello, Nina. Pleasure to see you around here as well. We've been having quite a few people here, old patients of ours and some new patients of ours asking questions. So it's very nice. It makes us feel happy. All the work that we do, it's really worth it. And seeing these comments and looking at pictures who sent us patients from wherever they are, smiling with their couples, with their kids, showing off with their smile, even though if there are new smiles or 10, 15, 20 years ago designed smiles that we did, they're still healthy. They're still there. And that's what it's all about. I'm going to put you on the phone again so that you can hear another great patient of mine. She's a beauty. Her name is Barbara Capron. She's originally from New York. She's a dog breeder, and she moved to South Carolina recently. And let's hear what she has to say.
Hello.
Hello, Barbara. This is Dr. Mario. How are you doing today?
Hello, Dr. Mario. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to hear from you. How's everything with the virus over there?
Well, fortunately, where we live now in South Carolina, we don't have that many cases.
Excellent.
We still are on lockdown, but the governor is starting to open some stores very slowly, which is a good thing.
It is. Absolutely it is. We all have to keep safe until everything turns back to normal. I was just calling you to get your feedback on dental tourism. Why did you choose Costa Rica, and why did you choose us? Can you tell us, please?
Yes, absolutely. I had just returned from my dentist, and he told me that I had the third worst mouth that he had ever seen, and that my mouth would cost approximately $75,000 in the States. And I said, gee, I really don't have that kind of money. And fortunately, my friend was speaking with me, and I told her the predicament that I was in, and she said, I have a friend that just came back from Costa Rica, and 4 of her clients had gone to this wonderful doctor, and his name is Dr. Mario Garita, and she and her clients were thrilled with the experience that they had. So I checked out Dr. Garita and his education, and I was very, very pleased with what I had read. It was a state-of-the-art facility. He was extremely well trained, and his patients were all exceptionally pleased with the care that they received. So I booked a trip, and I had my whole mouth restored, and I love Dr. Garita and his whole staff. They made me feel very, very comfortable and very safe, and it was an amazing experience. I have continued to send friends of mine to him, and everybody loves the work and the care that they receive from Dr. Mario.
Excellent, Barbara. Excellent. It's so wonderful to hear these words from you. It gives us all the push that we need to get back in our feet after this pandemic disease.
and, keep on helping other people. I really appreciate talking to you today. And please stay safe. Say hello to your husband. And
I will.
See you soon.
I will see you soon. I do not trust any other dentist with my teeth except Dr. Mario.
Well, thank you, Barbara. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Be safe, and thank you for your call.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Once again, proof is talking. Those are happy patients with happy results that trust us all along. They go to the extent of coming to our office every year and a half, just for a checkup. And I always tell them when we meet here for the first time, listen, I'm going to be the doctor treating you, and we will give you results, but I need you to have a local dentist who's going to take care of you constantly, do the cleanings, take x-rays, follow up on the work that you need. It's like when you buy a car, you need to have a shop where you can take it to check the oil, check check liquids, brakes, everything, so that the car can keep on running proper. Will Niebling, he says, hello to Joanna. Joanna, my daughter, she's right here beside me. She doesn't want to come out yet. Huh? Oh, it's a patient of hers. That's wonderful. Will, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. Let's see, who do we have? Deidre Simpson. Is this a package deal? If I'll be coming from Richmond, Virginia, Deidre, it's not a package deal. It works as 20% off in whatever procedure that you need. For example, if you need upper and lower, and if it's an all-in-4 procedure done by us, we can apply the 20% discount to that procedure itself. It means you're going to be having a total savings of 20% over the normal prices. That's exactly what it means. Francesca, my front desk coordinator, she will get back to you directly, and she can tell you more about that. Let's see if we have any other questions. Well, we're just about right. I think we've had a very nice chat. I hope that you enjoyed the time that we had sharing those phone calls from real patients, real sensations, people who have been up and down to Costa Rica many times because they trust us. That's why they send their family members, their friends, and that's how this works. We need to tell a special type of relation between the dentist and the patient in order to make it work. Sometimes it doesn't work. We're not always perfect. Some people don't like us, of course, because I don't know. Maybe I don't like some patients either because they didn't choose to be part of dental tourism, right? This is not for everybody. We need to understand each other before so that we can start in the right foot. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure to see you. Hope to see you again in our next Facebook Live or Instagram Live. We'll be touching on other issues and other topics. We're going to leave that one for Francesca. It was a great afternoon, rainy afternoon. We're going to have a very nice coffee. Let's see this, Jennifer, this was the most amazing dental experience of my life. I trust you 1000%. Jennifer, you're a sweetheart. Thank you very much. Those words, it's what keeps us going. Trust me. Trust me. And all my personnel, it's grateful with those words and all this effort that we're doing. They're still all working with us. We haven't had the need to cut any of the people who work with us and have been working for such a long time. They're still receiving their bi-weekly payment, and to keep up with their families. They need to maintain their kids, their grandparents, whoever they work with. So we employ about 20 people. Those 20 people maintain maybe 60, 70 more. So about 70, 80 people in total depend from the work that we give them. And that's part of the reason we want to keep this moving. Thank you very much, guys. I have Chris at Zoom, upstanding professional. Say hello, Chris. Had top and bottom done back in 2018. Couldn't be happier with the work. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Another great patient of us with great results from the heart. All right, guys. Pleasure talking to you guys. Had a great afternoon. Hope to see you soon. Be safe. Bye-bye.